Bob, stop yelling in court.
I could hear you pretty well with the courtroom view. I don't know if that.
I love it when a plan comes together.
All week long.
Oh, great. Now Bob speaking and yelling in tongues in court.
Ooh, I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Welcome to We Got a Case. I'm back. I made it. I told Mike I'm lethargic and what's the other word? I forget.
Eager to work hard.
Groggy and lethargic today. Yeah. I got you. Jeffrey thinks it's funny.
I love Jeffrey Stash. Stay number one.
It is. And he's drinking some purified water, I believe. Good to see everybody. I am, yes, made it back yesterday afternoon, about a half an hour late of the chase. Almost made it, but Great actually stayed up very late at the casino, and then it was a very long drive.
Big money?
Yesterday. No, got my money back from the entire session, and it started at like midnight. You know, couldn't have happened like around, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything just started hitting around midnight, and I was done by like 3:30 back. I was in bed by 4, up at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and ready to roll. But anyways, we got a case, live Zoom court drama. Creed is now addicted, thanks to Law Talk with Mike, to this case that's ongoing. Have you seen that by any chance with the dude?
The only thing I've seen recently from Law Talk with Mike is him being 2 days late on something I covered live. I mean,
that's right.
That's all I've noticed recently.
That's what you call a W. Yeah, no, this the case is very interesting. I'm gonna wait and watch more of it with Emily. She's looking it up and stuff. Pretty interesting. The dude like tied up his ex and just got kids with her, and it's kidnapping, attempted murder. I don't know. It's crazy. And of course, it is out of Florida. You know, totally makes sense. Anyways, we're going to jump around a little bit here. What is happening with Jeffrey the Stash?
Oh, here's the thing. They can't figure out how to get the judge's microphone to work. So him and Jeffrey have been communicating through sign language, handwritten notes, and I think the judge may be falling asleep. If we just sit here quietly, it might happen.
Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, good. Yes, some of you have been watching. It's a crazy-ass case. But for me, I'm not gonna watch the long form. I'll watch it when it's cut up and people tell like
Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes, exactly. That's what I like. All right, great to see everybody jumping in for our normal. We got a case. Nice to be back, by the way. It's so different when you're just used to. I'm a creature of habit when it comes to this. It's been crazy for the last.
My whole vacation, I was the same way. I was like, "Oh, I got something to do." No, I don't.
Right. Anyways, jump over here to Clayton County, where
I'm sorry.
Just seeing some people in jail.
Ms. Baker.
They've been pretty good so far. So.
If you like, but it has
we'll see what happens.
Yes, Judge. A $300 fine suspended. All right.
Yes, some may say a creature of habit.
Okay, so you won't have to pay anything, but it'll be suspended. But it has.
Geez, Stephen O'Neill.
All right, I will accept your plea as to the obstruction charge. It'll be a 12-month sentence to serve 15 days in Clayton County Jail. You'll receive credit for time served. The balance of the sentence will be suspended upon the condition if you do not again violate the laws of Georgia, and there will be a $300 fine imposed. That fine will be suspended. Do you have any questions?
What would be my release date?
I'm sorry.
You should be released today. This is time served, and it's 15 days from the 9th. It's the 24th, so you should be released today.
Yes, thank you.
Do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, you have 30 days to appeal your sentence. You have 12 months to challenge your sentence with a civil habeas corpus petition. You can go back to the deputy. Good luck.
By the way, I always loved her courtroom because it's like watching a TV show where it's just the faces.
Deputy, can you bring up Hughes?
Yeah, she always keeps it nice and dark in there. It must be cool.
She's in the basement.
It's the TK first aid kit.
Look at that, TK. Didn't know you're into first aid kits.
Got that TK first aid kit money.
Notice that, Dave. Howdy, Christy. Yeah, I'm back. Contract negotiation. You guys didn't even know it. I didn't
Yes.
know it.
That's it.
Just contract negotiations.
He had to finish buying out Bishop before he could return.
yes. He wouldn't take the $3.50 I offered him.
No.
He didn't
Played
like it.
hardball. He wanted all $5.
Knox is like, just come to this concert with me, dude. And I'll sign off my rights.
We'll call it a day.
That's how TK could be with us so often. Sold off $1 million+ first aid kits to the jail system.
Afternoon.
Barely. You see just the tip of her.
Yes.
Are you Melanie Hughes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah, they call me Shoddy.
Pardon me?
Uh-oh.
Oh, my bad, dog. I said yes, ma'am. I'm glad it's you. I know your
Dog.
voice, though. My bad. I apologize. I couldn't put your face to your voice, though. I couldn't. Ain't the first time we met.
Off to a great start.
That's good to know. Can I get you to raise your right hand for me?
Nah, dog.
Nah, dog.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will provide
no,
to the
I don't
court will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so
Think
help you
so.
God.
think so.
I know I haven't.
I swear it. I promise to God.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. State your name for me.
Melanie Rose Hughes.
Dog.
Miss Hughes, you've been charged in this case with obstruction of an officer and pedestrian on the roadway. Do you
Oh,
understand
dog.
what you've been charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you represented in this case by Mr. J. Kim as your attorney?
I am.
Have you had a chance to speak to him about the case?
I'm glad.
Yes, I talked to him twice yesterday. They first had the wrong case at first, so he had to come back.
Okay.
Because he
You
looks
had a
away.
chance to talk to him about this case.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did he take the time to counsel you and advise you regarding your rights and options in this case?
Yeah, he gave me the whole layout.
Okay. Are you satisfied with the advice,
The blueprints,
counsel,
as they
and
say.
layout that he has provided to you?
He always makes sense, Judge.
That's why he went to law school. You good with him?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
See my
Do
dog.
you understand that you have the right to plead guilty, not guilty, or nolo to your charges?
Yeah, I'm Nolo.
Okay, but you understand you have the choice.
Yeah, I just gonna make it Nolo.
No low.
Okay, so you gonna plead nolo. Did you talk to Mr. Kim about that decision to plead nolo?
Yeah, he think that makes sense. He likes that terminology.
I don't want you
Nolo.
to, hang on,
Yeah.
hang on one second for him, okay? Let me tell
I
you
like that
this,
terminology.
Ms. Hughes,
Can you
if
hear
you
me?
could just listen to the judge, please.
Ms.
okay,
Hughes.
to the judge. Nolo, he likes the terminology, ma'am. Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Hughes. Stop talking, okay?
Shoddy.
Hang on. Whatever you and Mr. Kim talked about, the details of it,
All right.
the details of whatever you and Mr. Kim talked about is between you and Mr. Kim, okay? My point of asking these questions is just to make sure that the conversation took place, okay? So you don't have to give me a rundown of anything that y'all said together, okay?
Oh yeah, I know. Thank you.
Okay,
bad,
dog.
ma'am. Yes, thanks for the
All
correction.
right, because it's attorney-client privilege, right?
Right.
That's correct,
Yeah.
Judge. Ms. Hughes, if you could just answer the judge's question. You don't have to explain.
All right. No doubt.
Okay. So, did he explain to you the nature of the charges pending?
Oh
All
boy.
of the statutory and constitutional rights that you have, the consequences of you pleading nolo, and the potential range of punishment that you have in this case?
Just the mustache alone.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank God it's you.
Are you satisfied that you fully and completely understand these matters as they apply to your case?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Mr. Kim, did you speak to Ms. Hughes about her decision to plead no low?
I did, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied that she fully and completely understands each matter as it applies to her case?
I am, Your Honor.
Do you know of any reason why I should not accept her plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you a day
Ms.
over
Hughes, are you a
14?
citizen of the United States?
Yes.
Did she
And how
threaten?
do you want to plead to obstruction and pedestrian on the roadway?
No.
Has anyone threatened you or
Said
coerced
shot it.
you in any way to get you to plead no
She
low?
all.
No, ma'am.
That's a
As
beaut.
you're standing right there where you are today, are you under the influence of any type of intoxicant?
I wish.
No, ma'am.
Just love for my
Let me get a factual basis from the
Mustached friend.
prosecutor at this time.
On July 7th of 2022, officers received a call about
Thank
a
you,
female in the middle of Terra Boulevard and Battle Creek Road
I could see that.
holding a sign.
Uh-huh.
Officers made contact with the
Yeah.
defendant and explained to her that she was not allowed to stand in the middle of the street. Officers took the sign from the defendant and placed it on the ground. At this time, the defendant began walking away from officers. After officers instructed her to come here, she immediately kicked off her sandals and ran across the grass straight into northbound traffic on Terra Boulevard.
Yeah, right in the traffic.
The state
Don't
is recommending for the first count obstruction.
Hi,
12
loud.
months to serve 40 days. Credit for the time she has already served. Balance is suspended that she have no new violations of the law. And for the second charge, it will be 12 months to serve 35 days. Credit for time she has already served. Balance suspended, no new violations of the law. We would like count 2 sentencing to run concurrent with count 1.
Ms. Baker, did you say 40 days for count 1 or?
Did we say 35? I thought we changed.
Yeah,
it to
I thought we agreed to 35.
35 days. That's my bad. I have 40 on here though.
Sorry, I might have missed it. I was
Yeah,
playing video
yeah.
games earlier.
July 7th.
Can you see him
But we
playing
can
just
change it to 35.
constant video games outside of his law?
He's constantly on Reddit.
Yes, I can see that. Dick Harris, thank you for the $2.
Okay, I
Hold it
believe she's
down.
been in there since for 50 days, Your Honor.
Two
So
pounds.
regardless, as long as she gets no
Love
additional jail
Jeanette.
time.
Good to see you, Jeanette.
All right, I believe the state has said 35 is what they'd be willing to do. Ms. Hughes, is that what you've agreed to?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Kim, anything else you want to
Hi,
offer on behalf of
Colty.
your client?
Your Honor, did Ms. Baker also mention about the $300 suspended fine?
Oh, I did not. $300
Wow.
fine
Way
suspended
to call her out, Kim.
On the obstruction charge.
on the obstruction charge.
Ms. Hughes, do you understand that on the obstruction charge, I have to impose a $300 fine, but we're going to suspend that fine and you don't have to pay that. Do you understand?
Well, that's nice, dog.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Dog.
God, it's you.
Mr. Kim, anything else you want to offer on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, Ms. Hughes pregnant at this time, Your Honor.
Wait, what?
So, for her interest, I think trying to get her out of jail as quick as possible.
Oh.
would be the best.
Did she get that way in jail?
Just like
Yeah,
that fast-
who do you think got her pregnant? Come on, they get along well.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as to the
Relax when I call them
obstruction charge, be a 12-month sentence for the defendant to serve 35 days. The balance of that sentence will be suspended upon the condition if he does not again violate the laws of Georgia. As to obstruction charge, it would be a $300 fine.
Feels
That
like a
fine will be
Monday, if you know what I
suspended.
mean, Dave.
For the pedestrian on the roadway charge, it'd be a 12-month sentence for the defendant to serve 35 days. She'll get credit for time served. The balance of that sentence will be suspended upon the condition she does not again violate the laws of Georgia.
Yeah, it's Colty.
Do you have any questions about your sentence, Ms. Hughes?
No, can I say something?
Uh-oh.
These fools in Georgia and Clayton County locked me up so many times. I had no prenatal care, and I'm 5 months pregnant. That's all I gotta say. And I ain't none of my children have experienced this in a state nowhere. 'Cause I'm from Virginia, and God sent me here. That's it, ma'am. I like you. I'm kind of mad that I'm 5 months pregnant and I had no prenatal care, but I've been locked up. They locked me up and let my baby daddy out at the same time. So they're harassing me. Tell these police to leave me alone, please.
Ms. Hughes.
I'm a German. Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
Ms.
Please.
Hughes, you have 30 days to.
Please don't tell her I knocked
Did
you
I
up.
already say that? No. You have 30 days. I already said that?
Yes. Okay, you said Tom, sir.
All right, let me just say it again, because
Judge is all screwed up.
I can't hear you.
I feel sorry for this baby in my stomach. I'm going to get an ultrasound. I promise you. I'm going to get an ultrasound.
Ms. Hughes, please stop talking. Stop talking. I'm trying to make sure I'm giving you all of your rights. Hang on one second.
Hector, you might be right.
You did, Judge.
Whoa!
Okay.
Wow!
Ms. Hughes, please stop walking.
What?
Please stop walking in the middle of Terra Boulevard.
But walking, a man was harassing me.
Just
Man
listen to
was.
me. Just listen to me. Do not stay away from the middle of Terra Boulevard or you won't live to see your child. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know I won't, because I told Jesus to take my life before you take my babies, please.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. I like you though.
Thank you. You can go back with the deputy. Have a good day. Good luck.
Get
to
out
you.
my through those police were dragging me pregnant and throwing me against the cop car too.
Good luck, Ms. Hughes.
Well,
Deputy, can I have Roebuck, please?
so where's Sears?
And a strong drink.
And-
Darn, who's the person you need?
Roebuck?
Robart?
Roebuck is really falling off
I think
since
it's
Sears got
Roebuck.
him loose.
I
Do
know
you have the
Sears
Darman
left
Roebuck?
Roebuck, and
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
it's a whole
Thank you.
thing. I like you,
Judge,
doll.
I felt the same way after my full visit yesterday.
There's the baby.
Is that the baby? Yeah,
Bless her heart.
in the stomach, right? That you feel
Yeah.
bad. All right. What do you got?
I
By
have
the way,
no
crotch shot.
idea, by the way.
Did you see the crotch shot?
That was nice. And
Oh,
the teletype or wherever the hell that
there
thing's
she
called.
is. She just put it back on her beautiful face. She's got
I want to see more crotch.
yeah, put back a crotch, would you?
I just saw these beautiful people creep and I stopped.
Afternoon, sir.
So I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell going on here.
Can you all unmute, please?
Let's see.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead and hang out.
Okay.
Mr. Harmon, come in.
Kelly Coleman
Mr. Harmon.
Hello?
spent some
On
time
which one,
in Jackson,
Sotomayor?
North Carolina, I believe.
I have Kelso. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just gave him the Kelso.
Kaylee got the
Why'd you call him Mr.
Yeah,
Harmon?
say?
oh, that's a
Is
good
that
point.
John's sister?
Hey, Miss Harmon, why did you miss court?
It was just a misunderstanding on my part. I apologize. That's all I have.
Look at him
What do you mean a
titty
misunderstanding?
I'm in drug court, and so I just for some reason thought that it was all being ran together. So I was just confused. Sorry. Now I understand.
Okay, well, you need to keep it together.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're only going to quash this warrant once.
Judge Mama.
So you've got two different cases
Hey, but
here.
you know
You've
how we
got,
used to
looks
do
like
that.
they're both in Longview, so you need to write these down.
Okay.
Could have been.
And it looks like, let me look here. Looks like they're both in Longview and they're both for thefts. The pre-trials are on September 22nd, 10 o'clock, courtroom 6.
22nd,
Yes, September 22nd, 10 o'clock.
10. Okay.
She was stealing
Looks
from Hot
like your
Topic.
readiness is on November 17th, 9 o'clock, courtroom
Got herself a
6.
5-finger death punch.
9 o'clock. This
Yes.
November 17th.
Yes.
Okay. 9 a.m.
Jury trial is November 28th, 9 o'clock in person.
Is that a tag on
November
Shelly's shirt?
28th.
That blue thing?
Correct. And that's
a.m.
in person in courtroom 6.
and 6. Okay.
Okay, you need to make your court
Kind of
dates.
looks like one, doesn't it?
Yes, I understand that now. I'm all yeah, sorry.
I'm
Okay,
returning
go
the
ahead
the
and
court.
hang out.
Okay, have a good day. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Coleman, go ahead and come in. And Miss Coleman, why did you miss your court dates?
I moved out to Minnesota and went to treatment.
Okay, well, like I told the other person though, we do them by Zoom. You need to make your court dates.
I understand.
Yeah, moving to another
You
state.
need to write this
doesn't,
down. Your next
doesn't
court
count
date
anymore.
is going to be on September 20th.
online.
That's going to be 1
I'm off
o'clock.
the line here.
Now, where are you now?
In Minnesota.
Okay, well, you need to keep track of the time zone.
Okay, of course.
Okay, so it's going to be 1 o'clock and
Minnesota.
that is going to be in courtroom 5.
Okay.
The readiness is going to be on November 15th. That's going to be 9 o'clock.
I can't tell if that's a heart on her chest or a
And
uterus.
that's going to be on Zoom. And then the jury trial, if it went to jury trial, but it probably
Makes
won't,
more
it's
sense.
driving on suspended third. But if it went to jury trial, that would have to be in person on November
Mello. And
28th.
Kay, I
9 o'clock.
found who you're talking about, Judge
Okay, so
Kimberly,
you
and we
need to
are.
appear, and then we will see you at that time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, go ahead and hang up.
Sarge.
The next person I have is Bertrand. Mr. Bertrand, go ahead and come in.
Yeah, there you're on.
Okay, Sarah, and why did you miss your court date?
I was working and I wasn't able to get it scheduled off of work at that time.
Can't get off.
Okay, well, again, that's not an excuse. You've got to make your court
Hang up.
date.
Right. I called in and get it taken care of.
Okay, well, I know, but what happens is this is
Hang up,
not
Shelley.
a venue to do that. Next time, sir, you're
Shelley,
not going
hang
to be able
up.
to just call in. You're going to get a warrant and go to jail.
Okay, I understand, Your Honor.
She knocked everybody
Your
off line.
next pretrial on this, sir,
Carol, tell us
is going
moods
to be
both,
on September 22nd, 10 o'clock. That's going to
What
be in
about
courtroom
reaction?
6,
I'd love to hear when we look at it.
and that's going to be
10
via
o'clock.
Zoom. In fact, this is a very old case, Mr. Bertrand. You need to get this
Good crap.
resolved.
No, perfect shot.
Right.
Thank you,
That's-
Carol.
I've also been having trouble getting in contact with my lawyer as well.
Crunch shot.
Last time when I was in custody, they had talked about running time served concurrent with another case, and I'm still trying to get a hold of them.
Okay, well, you need to get hold of them because I know they're there.
Yeah. So
Right.
if you want to jump to
So
yours,
your
Creed, I guess
pretrial
we're
is
just-
September
you don't like
22nd, 10
Black
o'clock,
screen court?
courtroom
Okay.
6
Courtroom
via
like
Zoom.
strictly black screen here now.
I have no idea what's going on over here. Just looked interesting. We have
looks
suits
serious.
and such. We're in probate court. And we have audio that is not good enough. So I'll take a moment to tell you today on Florida Friday on We Got a Chase. That is coming up. And don't forget about members only at 6 o'clock East.
I got
And
one if you want to jump to that.
we move.
What I'm asking is it
Hello, Terry.
possible we
Great
could be
face,
put into a
Marquette.
break room so I could get her contact information to potentially evaluate her for a hardship case?
Terry.
Get some Creed. Yeah.
I'm okay with
So now so you're now acknowledging who she is, huh?
Oh shit.
I don't know why you say, other than it does appear there's a grammatical error which unintentionally misgendered the defendant. I don't know why you think
That's a
we don't know who she
grammatical.
is.
That's a grammatical error. You call that a grammatical error?
It says he when it should say she, Your Honor.
Is that
That's something
grammatical?
that's something that would be easy for someone to miss.
Really? Why?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I'm not an English expert, Your Honor, but it does appear that.
But I've been to court before with these people.
I'm glad to see I haven't missed anything. Same old Marvel.
Right. I mean, are you saying that you're not interested in being evaluated for a hardship?
Wait a minute, Mr. Bankston. Mr. Bankston, the conversation was with me.
Okay,
Now,
sorry.
That was me. Sorry.
I know you want to
Yeah.
turn the page and skip over what I'm talking to you about. I know you want to do that, but I'm not letting you. How about that? Okay?
You done messed up, Michael.
Dave, thank you for kicking off $5 Friday the right way. Thank you. Hallelujah.
I don't even know what we're doing right now, Your Honor, but I will take your lead.
I'm just looking at just a second. I just want to see something. I
Bergstein,
want to
be
look
careful.
at your proof of service. You don't mind me doing
Gas
that, do you?
beat by a Herman.
Certainly not, Your Honor.
Okay.
Herman's gonna try and find a way that she don't have to pay it. Because he's mad now.
Because of a grammatical error. Dare you call that beautiful face right there a man? Look at her.
You son of a bitch.
You see them puffy cheeks, Yana? That beautiful nose. Nose of a walrus. At least. Herman trying to figure out how to erase pen.
He's like,
you think Herman looked at Terry and said, that's got to be a man, maybe? Oh, Starkey coming in yellow. By the way, taking full advantage of $10 Friday.
Daniel, thank you, friend.
And our guy got in on the clearance section and realized it's $2 Friday.
Well, they claim it's a grammatical error. I don't think that's a
Thank
that's
you,
not
our
a
guy.
grammar
Thank you,
problem.
our guy Starkey.
That's a
Thank you, guys.
That's a not paying attention to what's going on in the case kind of error.
All right, that's beautiful.
Not a grammatical error.
Pretty spot on.
Okay. The story.
Yes.
Is that her hand? Okay. Get your hand off the camera, Story.
Mr. Bankston.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you saying that given her disability and receiving cancer treatments, et cetera, that you would be willing to consider this as a hardship case?
I'd like to evaluate it for that. Yes, Your Honor. I can't guarantee that that would be granted by the client, but I'd like to check it out, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm. So you need proof that she's undergoing cancer treatments?
I personally don't do the hardship part, but I think a good first step is getting her contact information and talking to the folks over here who do that.
Well, you have her contact information. It's right there on her motion.
Oh, my apologies.
You
It
got her name,
wasn't
you
in
got
the
her
system.
address, and you got her phone number right there on her motion.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. When I get hollered at by somebody, I freeze up a little bit. I didn't see that was on there. My apologies.
I'm hollering at you?
I see now that I have her phone number.
Oh, shit.
I don't see what her, okay, I see her phone number. I see. Okay. All right. So we have her phone number. We'll be happy to contact her about that and evaluate that. That's really what I was trying to get at, Your Honor.
You're on.
I was yelling at you?
Go on. Well, I'm concerned that she's saying you're not giving her credit for money that she paid when she had the installment payment order that was signed by the court in 2016. She's saying you haven't given any credit for that. You only that $420 some odd dollars is just what you got from her tax refund.
Well, we're certainly going to check that out, Your Honor. This was placed with our office on June 11th of 2021. We're certainly going to review that with our client.
So this, you're a different law firm that had this originally?
God, he hates him.
Well, hang on one second, because we did a system switch too. So I just don't have that information. In
Oh,
front of me, but
Nate.
certainly we're going to evaluate that, Your Honor.
Wait, whoa, come on, wait a minute. You're telling me you can't tell me if you guys entered the case after the judgment was entered?
Bear with me, Your Honor, because we switched systems halfway through. So hang on. Let
Okay,
me
I
pull
tell you, you
both
know
of them
what?
up.
I don't know about your systems and your computers and all of that fancy stuff, but I'm gonna see if there's a substitution of counsel filed in here. Now let me look for that.
Book
Because,
learning.
you see, if there's a substitution of counsel file, well, everybody's put on notice who the new attorney is.
I believe
so they
I
can
missed.
contact.
I believe I misspoke, Your Honor, because when a system was migrated to the other one, it says placed. But I misspoke, Your Honor.
I still
That
feel
doesn't-
bad.
That's not what it means in that context.
Because Herman does. Just come
So
back.
I'm going into the other system. It's just going to take me a moment.
Carol.
Damn right.
Just for that, I'll take you to licking.
At the same time, if there was anything that you could do to where I would do whatever I can to punishment wise for doing it, but still be able to be at my grandparents' house to help them.
They have cancer,
Well,
Your Honor.
I mean, like I said, the maximum penalty is up to 30 days in jail. I don't have to impose that. I don't have to impose any jail. We're certainly not going to negotiate over what a possible sentence might be if you admit it, but you just have to make the decision about whether or not you want to.
I can't lie. I didn't do it.
Lloyd?
Now, do you understand that you'll give up all those rights that I just explained to you if you admit?
Bargaining.
And is it your intention to waive your right to an attorney today?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Simony, have you to do this?
No.
Are you under the influence of anything right now?
No.
Unfortunately
Are you a citizen
not.
of the United States?
Yes.
Okay, very well. You've made a lot of statements, but you get one more opportunity if you want to say anything else. I'm pretty
talk
clear
too
on what's been going on with you and what you want to get back to. Anything else you want to add?
No, I just want to get this over with so I can go further into getting my life back together.
Okay, how old are you now?
I'm 25 now, and these two warrants I'm taking care of because I had those and I want to get rid of those so I can start paying my fines off and get my license and life back together.
Sounds like a plan.
I do work with my cousin's husband. He's from Italy. He lays tile. His company's name is Rotundo Tile, and we
Free
lay
plug.
tile and like newly built houses and stuff.
That's great.
Rotundo Tile. That's our name again. Rotundo Tile.
Straight from Italy. It's a family affair.
All right.
We even installed pizza ovens.
Yes.
Yes, Mike Rotundo.
Yes. Professional wrestling's own Rotundo family.
No, cousin's husband from Italy.
He's from Italy.
He's
You
a
know,
tile layer.
the land of tile. Italy. You think tile, think Italy.
That's right. Italian tiles.
He's thinking about it hard.
Can you see that?
Oh, what is that?
Can you see
All
it?
right. Well, Mr. Simony, all this is about it's
Ooh.
almost 4 years old.
Burned myself on the way home last night trying to flick a
There's good
cigarette
news
out.
and there's bad news. The bad news is the court finds that it is appropriate to impose a jail sanction. It's only going to be 5 days. It's not going to be 30. And I'll give you credit for the time you've already been in there. And I'm not going to impose any additional fine, but you'll be responsible for any additional court costs. That's the bad news. The good news is you don't have to worry about doing the hours anymore. And once you finish up your the next 4 days, you're finished with this. Now, you've got a PV pending, or at least a holder from not only Pickaway County, but from our probation department on a case that you had with Judge George. They'll make a decision about whether they want to file a formal motion to revoke you. And if they do, you and I are going to be talking again on Monday afternoon. If they don't and they cut you loose, then Pickaway County is going to whisk you away to deal with that situation down there. But as far as the contempt is concerned, we've closed that today. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have any questions today?
No.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Simony. You got some things to straighten out, but it's not impossible. I wish you the best of luck.
Why are so many Italians named Tony?
Caitlin Copper.
I hate to see grandma and grandpa got to take care of themselves a little bit longer.
Good afternoon, Ms. Copper. You understand your rights today?
Yes.
There's a guy with a tank top in court.
Miss Copper, are you working for your cousin's
Bear with
husband?
me 1 second. I'm trying to make heads and tails of this stuff.
Miss Copper working for
Do you understand your rights?
Scratchers.
Yes, sir.
Great if she was stealing copper, wouldn't it?
You have two cases. One was assigned to me, and there's an outstanding warrant that we're going to address here in a moment. But then it looks like you caught new charges, so we're going to deal with that as an arraignment today. So you said you understand your rights. Did they give you a copy of the complaint?
Yeah.
The falsification?
I got a good farm.
Yes.
Okay, that's an M1. That's up to 180 days jail, up to $1,000 fine. How do you want to plead?
Not guilty.
Alrighty.
Red tank top, blue shorts. I think he had a tank top on, but he's looking good.
That's what I said a while ago. There's a guy with a tank top in the courtroom.
And
I
what is
thought
your
it was
current
tank.
address?
My mailing address is 196 South 5th Street.
Could be just a muscle shirt, Creed.
Yeah, but I stay at 78 Fleet.
All right. And is that with your family?
Flush, I thought it was
we're
because
not
they
gonna
stamped
present.
to New York when they got off the boat.
Are you employed these days?
Yes.
Where are you working?
Atrium.
That's a employment place, right?
It's a factory in Johnstown.
Gotcha. How long you been out there?
Like 4 months.
Okay.
Could that lady sit any further in the courtroom away from the guy with the red tank top? Look at the lady in the blue dress.
I was too busy watching Tank Top.
Now, on the other case, it looks like Warren hasn't actually gone out yet, but you had a jury trial scheduled for, I believe, yesterday. When you didn't show up, we went ahead and issued a capias. I've got the warrant right here.
That's what I
But
got
what
her
we need to
yesterday.
do is we need to. You have a couple choices on this case. This is looks like it's a theft and a criminal trespass. Because it was assigned to me, I have the authority to resolve it. So if you want to change your pleas from not guilty to guilty or no contest, and if I accept those inner convictions, I'll impose sentence and you'll be done with those cases. Or if you want to stand on your pleas of not guilty, then I'm going to set a bond for you today, and we're going to get this rescheduled for trial. So what would you like to do?
I didn't know that. I thought that was continued. Like, I didn't know I had court.
You had a jury trial.
I mean, regardless of whether you did or didn't.
They had
the
the
said, right?
You want to stand on your pleas, or you want to change your pleas?
I don't know.
And if you're not sure, then let's go ahead and we'll just keep your pleas, your not guilty pleas intact. All right?
I can
Well,
understand.
So, are you setting a bond? Like, could I still get an OR bond?
I'll be upfront with you. I'm not going to give you an OR bond today.
Even
But I
there,
wasn't on the other case either.
you're done up if you can't get one from Sandsbury.
Okay, well then I'm gonna stay not guilty until I talk to my lawyer.
Okay, and you do have an attorney on that. I'll make sure that she gets a copy of the entry so that she knows that you're down there. Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if she was just showing up for some shit court date, but
Yeah. She didn't show for her jury trial.
Uh,
I get an OR bond,
You have the
please.
right statement before I make any decisions regarding bond. Anything you want to say?
I mean, no, you already said you're not gonna give me an OR bond, so no.
Okay.
So what good is you?
All right. On each case, it's going to be $2,500 cash to your 10%. The new case will get randomly assigned. Could go to me. Could go to the other judge. Trial will be set. If you want a lawyer in this one, you got to fill out a new application. You have a lawyer on my case because it's assigned to me already. We're going to reschedule it for a trial by jury, and we'll send notice of that to your attorney. So, any other questions today, Ms. Copper?
Nope.
All right.
Miss
You may
Copper
go
goes
with the
down in history. Here she was very bad.
All right.
Asked for it.
We have Bradley
My
Hand-
name.
Right. I saw the lady in the. She is all dressed up in a nice party
Welcome in,
dress.
sir. You Mr. Hanley?
Oh God.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Hanley, you have two matters here as well. It looks like one you've never entered a plea to because when it was issued back in May, they requested a warrant issue with it. So they
tall
didn't
drink of
summon you
water.
on that. That's why you didn't have any idea that it existed. But there's another case here in which I issued a warrant for your arrest last month when you failed to appear for your trial. So let's back everything up for a moment. Do you understand your rights in court?
Yeah.
Did you get a copy of the new complaint?
Yeah.
Relatively. Did you read it?
Yeah,
Understand
relatively.
It's another violation of protection order charge.
You're right.
Yeah.
Now that's a first degree misdemeanor, carries up to 180 days in jail, up to $1,000 fine. How do you want to plead to that?
Not guilty.
Okay. And what is your current
By
address?
reason of insanity.
92 Isabel Road,
City and state?
Newark, Ohio.
And are you employed?
Yes.
Where do you work?
Pizza Hut.
Which location?
Ooh, Pizza Hut.
On 21st Street.
Razzle monkey.
Pizzas or are you delivering?
Making pizzas.
And how long have you worked up there?
About 2 weeks. Tonight would have been my 2 week,
Anniversary.
in there.
There's going to be a big party and everything. Good to see you, Monkey.
Hell yeah. Memberships tonight, 6 o'clock is members only, by the way. I missed it.
Okay, so the $64,000 question is how come you didn't show up for your trial last month?
I found out 2 days before my trial court date that I had this
got
new
three
one
atoms
that I
left.
had no idea about, the violating protection order or whatever, or the court order.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out 2 days before I was supposed to come in for my trial. And
Why am I still screaming?
I had I didn't, I have a 4-year-old son.
A little rusty, okay, but got a few days.
And I couldn't just, they had their high school reunion coming up. My dad
Give me a little break, would you?
like cancer doctor's appointments coming up, and I just couldn't dump my 4-year-old son on him.
And because I knew I would be going to jail.
I only do that when I go do drugs. I don't dump my
You
son.
had
off.
a class reunion to go to?
I couldn't dump my 4-year-old son on my 65-year-old dad and just be like, here you go. I got to, and he's thinking that I was going to come home.
So what's the situation now?
I don't want this woman that I would like to get a restraining order against this woman if I can, because
can't do
the
that
only
now.
reason why this keeps happening.
Well, let's hold off on talking about what may or may not have happened. Because you got some not guilty pleas out there. You just may talk yourself into a conviction if you're not
Only for 2 weeks,
Yeah,
Sergeant.
like I said, I just couldn't leave my son on my dad.
Get it. Shut up.
And that's
Dad's
not
old.
his job, I mean, I know he's grandpa, but it's just not his job.
Where is the mother of your son?
Nowhere. If you can answer that question, sir.
Nowhere. Did you
we
kill
both
her?
win a prize. I'm
smart
just
ass.
father.
Pizza time.
Pizza?
Wow.
Pizza? 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 Pizza?
Not only did Miss Nutley gift some
All
subs,
right. Now, Mr.
she
Hanley,
gifted membership, excuse me, 10 of them.
Let me say this. I appreciate your honesty about your
Thank
failure to
you.
appear. It doesn't excuse it, but it's better than the usual, oh, I didn't know.
I'll be honest.
I actually appreciate the fact that you were being truthful. I'm going to go ahead and the other case is from May. So obviously you've been behaving yourself, because otherwise, if you had police contact since that time, you and I would have been talking about this case a long time ago. So as a result of what I see here in the court file and the circumstances surrounding your case and the progression of the situation, I'm going to actually go ahead and release you on your own recognizance on both of these cases with the condition that you abide by any CPO that's in effect and which applies to you. Now, if you fail to appear for future court dates, let me assure you there will not be any OR bonds in your future. And number two, if you violate the protection order, if it gets charged, you're not going to get an OR bond at your arraignment. And if it doesn't get charged, you can still get your bond revoked and be stuck at the jail till these cases get resolved. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can hire a lawyer if you like. You have the right to apply for court-appointed counsel. You can get the application form there at the jail, but I'm cutting you loose, and let me verify that you're not being held on anything else.
Like the video, please.
It doesn't look like you are, so you should be released. And as a result, it'll be your responsibility to turn in your application. The case that was assigned to me will be reset in front of me. The new case gets randomly assigned. But either way, until a lawyer gets involved on your side, all notices are going to go to you, so make sure your address is correct on your bond. And lastly, do not wait until the day of your trial to deal with getting an attorney. You understand that?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Very well. Mr. Hanley, you have any other questions today?
Is there any way I can go about, how do I go about getting a restraining order against the against Jennifer, because she keeps coming at me?
You'll have to consult with an attorney on that, and they can take you through the process of how you do that. All right?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Very well, Mr. Hanley. You may go with the officer. Megan Miller. Good afternoon. Are you Miss Miller?
Yes.
Miss Miller, do you understand your rights in court today?
Foreman.
Yes, sir.
And did you receive a copy of the complaint that they filed against you?
Yes.
Did you read it? Do you understand that you've been charged with a single count of theft?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Now, that is a first-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty there is up to 180 days in jail, up to a $1,000 fine. How do you want to plead?
Not guilty.
And what is your current address?
1942 Reddington Road, Apartment D, here in Newark.
1942 Reddington?
Yes, sir.
You said that was apartment D as in dog?
Yes.
D as in
Yes, sir.
Dave?
Who do you live there with?
I live alone right now.
You actually live there, or are you using that as a mailing address?
No, I live there.
And how long have you lived there for?
I've lived there since this past November.
Are you employed?
I actually am starting my job on Monday.
Wow.
At Universal Veneer.
And what shift will you be working?
Second.
She's got a job. She's single, boys. Get in line. She knows how to stretch a dollar.
All right, let me take a quick look here at the file, then we're going to talk about your bond.
Okay, sir.
Taking our time by. He's doing that. Don't forget today's Florida Friday on We Got to Chase 405. Lots of brand new Chase stuff and some incredibly interesting stories, we'll say. You don't want to miss that. Make sure you're back at 405. You got one? That son of a gun. We won't be able to talk about him when he's gone bearing members only. I'm going to talk to Creed, though. I think I want to do a We Got a Mystery members only.
Decide what to do about your bond here?
I am starting my job there on Monday for second shift, but I am the only one staying in my apartment due to my baby's dad being incarcerated also. So I'm trying to keep up on all my bills and so that I don't lose my place.
Do that. I don't want her to lose her place either.
I'm the only one being able to pay all my bills and stuff right now.
That's a good idea. Paying bills kind of important.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on the condition that you not consume any alcohol or drugs. This bond will be in place as long as your case is pending. This case will be randomly to a judge and set for a trial until a lawyer gets involved or unless an attorney gets involved on your behalf. Notices are going to go directly to you at the address that's on your bond paperwork, so make sure that it's correct before you sign it. If it's not, you won't get your notice. You won't show up.
Mary Lou Wooten Fitzgerald.
No R bond next time. Understand?
Yes. So you do have apartment D as in David, right?
You'll look on the paperwork that you sign. That's what
Assistance in not buying this shit brand from Circle K, by the way.
You're not being held on
Pennsylvania water.
You should be
It's
released.
got off.
And if
Never
you
heard
are,
of
it is your job to turn in your application. Do not wait until the day of the trial to make arrangements to submit your application or to hire counsel. Because if your case is assigned to me, I'm not going to give you a continuance since I've just told you not to do it. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Now, any other questions today?
I don't believe so.
Very well. You may go with the officer. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Amounts.
All Courtney?
Mm-hmm. I thought you meant Courtney was in court. I was like, oh no, Courtney.
Your Miss Mounts, correct?
Yes, sir.
She's beautiful hair.
You understand your rights today?
Yes, sir.
Looks like you've got two cases that we need to address. One is from last weekend and the other one is from last week. So let's go ahead and talk about those.
She's been busy.
In the first case, the one alleged to have occurred back on August the 20th,
Welcome.
the Licking County Sheriff is alleging that on or
does.
about the 20th of August of this year within Perry Township and in Licking County, Ohio,
A Ray piss
directly
jug
violated
probably
the
is better than
protection
this one.
order issued pursuant to section 2903.214 of the revised code. That's commonly known as violation of a protection order. It is a misdemeanor of the first degree, and it carries up to 180 days in jail and up to $1,000 fine. You understand?
Hey now.
Stay away.
No, I don't because I had not,
Miss Mounts, let me
I had
rephrase my
not
question.
finished my
Miss
paper. I had
Mounts,
not
Miss
finished my
Mounts,
paperwork.
Miss Mounts, stop talking.
Shut up.
Let me rephrase my question. Do you understand that that's the charge that's been filed against you? Not why or who.
No,
You don't understand that that's the charge that's been filed against you.
no, I thought I was here for what I was arrested for yesterday.
Well, you're here for that too, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But
Smoker's voice too.
that you got charged with violation of protection order in case number.
Spike Donuts, thank
Give
you.
you a copy of that? Okay. How do you wish to plead to this charge?
Many thanks.
Not guilty.
$5 Friday continues.
All right. Now, in case number 22 CRB 1348, the Newark Police Department alleges that on or about August the 23rd of this year, within the city of Newark,
She's a licking nine,
you
I
did
think.
without privilege to do so,
TBH.
knowingly enter or remain on the land or premises of another. That's commonly known as criminal trespass. Now that carries up to 30 days in jail and up to a $250 fine. you understand? Listen to me carefully. Do you understand that that is the charge that's been filed against you in this case?
No, sir,
How do you wish to plead?
not guilty. 'Cause
What is
I
your
don't
current
even- I
address,
don't
Ms.
even
Mounts?
understand what you just said.
What is your current address?
Well, they sent me out yesterday at my current address, which I'm fully paid upon. I think that's what they're talking about.
What's going
Oh, squirt.
I haven't
My
looked through
rent is
the,
in escrow there at the courts.
I touched the pews. I believe this lady don't think she did nothing wrong.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which is her right. I'm glad she's taken the time to think about it.
She looks confused. So how you gonna play this? Just have that confused look.
She's
the
like,
whole time?
yeah, she's like a way sexier throw mama from the
it
train.
looks like that's what the allegation is. So,
Thank you,
well,
Bill.
listen, I'm going to enter your pleas of not guilty. What do you want to say about bond, if anything?
OR would be great.
Ah,
Well, you don't have an address, correct?
I do. That's what I don't understand.
Well, what is
These
your
two,
address?
these people came in bailiffs suits that aren't even bailiffs. And my rent is in escrow, it's fully paid. I wasn't even evicted. So I'm not understanding. I don't think the landlord is either. My rent is in escrow there at the courts.
Good to see you, David. Oh, creep paper.
This is the second time they've done this to me within 4 years.
little Charlie. Did you see Hobo Shoestring through there? I saw a new Hobo Shoestring video. I got so much YouTube to catch up on, but I did see Hobo's back at it. I think he's riding. Which is good news for the old Boxcar Willie or whatever Knox called him that day.
It's like Boxcar Shoestring or something.
Something like that. You ever heard of him? You ever see that video of that Terry guy with the wheelchair?
Breaking news. He's got it. I feel like she's not going to get that OR bond. Well,
Let me know if you got any video of that, right?
I'd love to see it. Love to see it. How much is it going to cost her?
Any guesses what
Well, Ms. Mounts, given everything that I see here in the court records, as well as your previous court involvement on each of these cases, I'm going to go ahead and set a bond at $2,500, cash surety or 10%. On the civil protection order case, the condition of your bond will be that you abide by the terms of any probate protection order that may be in effect. On the trespass charge, the condition will be that you not return to 272 Hudson Avenue, Apartment C in Newark, Ohio. Now, these cases will each be randomly assigned to a judge and set for a trial. I'll give you a minute to ask a question.
Jim, thank you for the 2 times on the $5 Friday.
At the jail, I would strongly recommend that you do that, and you're going to qualify. So we'll get a lawyer to help you out with these cases. Now, what is it you wanted to ask?
Well, I don't understand how I trespassed on my own home and I have a restraining order against the Newark Police Department, yet they can trespass on me. I don't understand that at all.
Miss Nutty Nut, thank you for the subs, including myself, by the way. Thank you.
Much love. Did she just say she had a restraining order against the police
And you
department?
didn't write a newspaper article saying that people are homeless and you don't, you're against this, but yet you're allowing everyone to take my things and established identity. And this has been done twice with me.
Well, that's why I
you
strongly
say
recommend you fill
twice?
out the application
And my
before
rent
appointing
has been
counsel.
paid.
All right. Well, at this time, I've got a few other cases to handle, so you may go with the officer. Good luck to you, Mr.
Nah! He is not in a mood today for anybody's shit.
Stover.
Ryan Nixon.
Russell?
I heard her say Sover.
I thought she said Stover. Russell Stover. You want some chocolate?
Good afternoon, sir. You Mr. Nixon? How you doing, sir? I'm all
Hi,
right.
okay.
fell making
Mr.
it in there.
Nixon,
It's
you
a little
understand your
wobbly.
rights in court today?
Yes, sir.
Did you receive a copy of the 2 complaints that were filed in your case?
Yes, sir.
Did you read those and do you understand what it is you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
You've been charged with both criminal trespass as well as disorderly conduct. Each of the charges is a misdemeanor of the 4th degree. Each carries up to $250 of fines.
Go find it, turn it off, and turn it back on. Pro tip: I got one. That's what I
To
did.
be honest with you, sir, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd plead guilty.
Okay, well,
It's my mother.
Well, before I can accept your plea today, Mr. Nixon, I have to ask you a number of questions. Not trying to get you to change your mind about what you're doing, but rather to verify you're doing it of your own free will, knowing what your rights are and what you'll
Cat.
end up and what you're facing. So, my first question to you is: do you understand you don't have to plead guilty because you're presumed to be innocent, and it's the state's burden to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? Understand?
Yes, sir.
And furthermore, you have the right to be represented by an attorney. If you couldn't afford one,
I was going to ask, what do you think the what do you think tank top is in for and dress?
Tank top has got something driving related. The dress.
I thought dog related.
I'm gonna say she violated a protective order or something.
Really? I'm going with dog with the dress.
Yes, sir. I'm fine. Dude, I admit my.
Okay, and we'll get there. I'll give you a chance to make a statement about what happened later if you want. But for now, I got to keep asking you questions. Now, even without a lawyer, you still have a right to a trial. And for you, it could be with a judge or a jury. You understand?
Right.
Terry, go watch it yourself, dumbass. That's the whole point of the channel. Thanks for stopping in.
Greenback.
Bye, Terry.
And a right not to testify at all if you didn't want to, and if you didn't, it wouldn't be held against you. You understand? You enjoy all of those rights.
Yes, sir.
And if you plead guilty, you admit to committing these offenses. The state won't have to prove anything, and you'll give up those rights we've just discussed. You realize that?
Yes, sir.
And if I accept your pleas and their convictions here today, I will impose sentence upon you. Did you have any questions about the maximum possible sentences as I explained it?
No, sir. You're fine. Yes,
all right. And Mr. Nixon, have you been subjected to any threats, or has anybody promised you anything to get you to do what?
Viking and I are on the same page.
Are you under the influence of anything right now?
No, sir.
And are you a citizen of the United States of America?
Yes.
All right. All right. Let me take a quick look at the. I know it's great being a citizen of America. All right. Let me read here about what happened, and then I'll give you a chance to give your side of things, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Why does he talk like that?
I don't know. He's very happy to be in jail.
Bye, Terry. Let's hope Terry doesn't get a membership.
Oh, Terry.
That's right, Lloyd. The guy's got a box figure, doesn't he?
Yes. You don't know who he is yet. He's doing a lot of shuffling. This guy.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Okay. So, is there anything you want to say?
No, sir. I'm hoping I can get a ride, man.
What?
I was disobedient at my mother's house. I guess I could say.
Disobedient. So if you don't eat these Brussels sprouts, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I apologize. Like hell. I did.
Well, it's very
I'm wrong
possible
for the
you're not
wrong
going to be
one.
watching this right now as we speak. So if she is, hopefully she'll accept your
Yes.
apology. Now, Mr.
Yes,
Nixon,
sir.
Where do you live, Mr. Nixon?
To be honest with you, sir, I'm homeless as hell.
All right. Now, you're not going to go back there again, are you?
No, sir. No,
Terry, he
sir.
said he's homeless.
As hell.
I'm trying. I'm straight away, to be honest with you. So, like,
Does he have notes?
What did I say? Man, I hope I got a ride. I don't know why I said that then. I shouldn't have said that. Had nothing to do with it. Disobedient as hell at my mom's. Homeless as a motherfucker. Yep, got it all out, Judge.
Wow, look at the lights.
Mr. Nixon, your actions cost you a night in jail, and I'm going to take it at your word that you're not going to go back there again since you're not allowed. Because if you do, you're going to get arrested again, and that next time the sentence is going to be probably a lot harsher. But on each of the charges, it'll be a $150 fine, 1 day in jail, concurrent to one another, credit for time served, and I'll order that you pay the court costs. You have any questions?
Hey, buddy, thank you. So I will be released today, correct?
I don't see you being held on anything else, but if you keep calling me
All right,
buddy,
thank
you may be.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. The screen stuck for a second, sir. Your phone.
Might want to look at that, sir.
Get somebody in
Because
here.
of the love chat 1XYZ best
We
adult
had
media.
none of those while you were gone. I swear. I
I
swear we
tell you, they love me.
Your sex
Good afternoon,
appeal
Mr.
just
Petrie. You
pulls them
understand
in.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're here because Judge George issued a warrant for your arrest when you failed to appear for trial. Since the case was transferred to his docket, he's the only one who has the authority to resolve any of these matters. So all I'm going to do today is set a bond for you. What is your current address?
1408 Residence Drive.
And that's here in Newark?
Yes.
Thank you, Charlie.
And are you
T,
working
thank
these
you for
days?
the dollar.
Tim's Total Tree Service. Owner is Tim Snediger.
Okay.
Under the table, obviously.
Any particular reason why you didn't show up for court?
Because
Chris?
I heard that I've been indicted through the grand jury, and I was on a job that I couldn't leave the homeowners $2,500 in debt on a piece of equipment and me not finish the job.
Did you just say $25 in debt?
So
Well, I
hold on a
didn't
minute. Let me
enjoy
look something up
it.
here real quick. Okay. Have you seen the common police court magistrate yet?
Yes.
Did they set a bond for you there?
Yes.
How much?
5,000, I believe.
Okay. All righty. Anything else you want to say about bond?
Possible.
Yes, sir.
It might be it.
They're like, we got that.
$5 Friday. Thank you, Nancy. Hey, Mikey. Welcome back. Great. Thank you, Nancy.
Okay.
Great to be
one thing I need to tell you before I set bond, and that is you had Mr. Dawson as your attorney on this one as court-appointed counsel. He filed a motion to withdraw in May, and Judge George granted that. So technically, right now, you don't have an attorney on this. If you want to get one again, you have to fill out a new application. When Judge George issued the warrant, he set bond at $5,000 cash or surety only. I'm going to defer to him because it's his case, and I'll leave the bond in that amount. And you'll get it resolved next time you come to court. So any other questions today?
Nope. Thanks for leaving the light on.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Motel 6, baby. Yeah.
All right. That's all I've got on my list. How about you?
We're working on catchphrases today there in the court.
You do the same. Let's hope it's
Bye, Sue.
Sue, have a great weekend, you sexy thingy.
All right.
She
For
is.
those of you here in the courtroom, I appreciate your patience.
Flusha, you donated
Arraignment. Now
something the
you
other
just
day
have
that
to
made me
see
laugh.
where we
Something
go.
about me skipping comments and Mikey doing something. I don't remember what it was, but I saw it shoot through and I laughed.
And I'm like, I just put up his comment a while ago.
You guys, and when I call your name, come all the way up here to the bench. It's going to be
Okay,
Thomas Cost.
I thought he said
Mr. Cost, come on
$25.
up. Do you have your rights in court form?
All right, lots of
has
DUIs,
your initials in the boxes
domestics,
next to your
and
script.
what did you say, Mikey? Something driving related.
Order she had
Just bring them all up.
for this guy though, driving something, no license, no tags.
You guys got your guesses in. Let's see what it's all about.
Thank you. Did you get copies of the citations regarding the dogs?
Yes, I actually talked to him. He dropped Luna off at the house.
Okay.
Talked
Well,
to him.
you got two separate counts. One is failing to license Luna, and the other one is failing to confine.
Dog.
Now, these are both minor misdemeanors. Each
Damn.
pays a maximum penalty of $150 fine. How do you want to plead?
I'm guilty.
Okay. You know, it's funny that you say that because everybody who pleads guilty actually pleads guilty. They always say guilty. So we're going to have to change our forms. All right. Now, you don't have to plead guilty, but if you do, you're going to waive your right to a trial. The government will no longer have to overcome your presumption of innocence because you're giving it up.
That's what it was. Yes.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
And
I saw it made me laugh. Thank you, Flush.
All right. Anything you want to say about Luna?
Yeah, we was out. We do DoorDash and Grubhub. And
With a
she
dog?
loves car rides. And with the night that was really, really foggy.
Mm-hmm.
And
She
she
get away?
loves to run. She jumped out. We tried to look for it, but it was so foggy we couldn't see her.
Mm-hmm.
So the very next day, I got a call from the officer saying that he has Luna. So we met and he dropped him off, or dropped her off. We started talking. He said that he is 2 citations, but he's just going to put it into one.
It's so weird from behind. Like he's got a fake beard on.
We could get like a payment arrangement going on. He said, I got to appear in court and ask
Right.
for that.
By showing up, you're going to get some time to pay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you always have the option on a minor misdemeanor just to pay it and not even bother coming to court,
Right.
but you have to have it done by a deadline. By
Yeah.
showing up here, you have a deadline, but it's a lot more time.
Okay.
All right. Are you, other than the DoorDash, do you do anything else?
No, sir.
All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear
You know what
that.
is Luna?
How old?
Mhm.
3. We adopted her from the Newark shelter.
Humane
last
Society
year.
or up at the dog warden?
It's on the corner of Hope.
Yes. So that's a dog.
well,
That's a dog
yeah.
warden. So very good. All right. Well, good. Don't go to the pet stores and pay for a dog. ever. Just encourage.
Oh,
Okay,
That's
so here's what we're going to do
shot.
on each of the charges. It'll be a $25 fine. I'll order that you pay the court costs. It should be basically the same as if you just cut a check. But as I said, being here, you get some time. Any
Okay.
questions?
Nope.
All right, you may go with the bailiff. Good luck to you.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
You have a good day.
All right, so she's definitely not going to be here for dog related.
It's all
You
right.
think that's a
Very first
DUI
case,
or
the
a
woman called me
domestic
darling. She
DV?
walked out of the courtroom.
We're completely off.
So I
Yeah,
told her
she
to-
violated some sort of protective
Matthew
order.
Messer.
Oh, we get to
You
see
too.
Matthew. He was hiding behind the chairs,
Messer, come on
actually.
up. You understand your rights in
Let's
court
see him
today?
much.
And did you receive a copy of your citation?
Nice shirt on today.
You don't have to have it with you today, but you got a copy and you looked at it and you read it?
Yes, sir.
And you understand what you've been charged with, correct?
Yes, sir.
You've been charged with operating a motor vehicle while impaired and failure to maintain reasonable control of your vehicle. It's alleged to have occurred on August the 25th in looks like St. Albans Township, Lincoln County, Ohio. They're saying it was on County Road 48, County Road 539, which I have no idea where that is. Anyway, long story short, did you understand what the penalties were for a first-time OVI offense based on the video? I'll go over it for you. So first-time OVI offense carries a maximum penalty of 180 days in jail, up to a 3-year suspension of your driver's license, and fine up to $1,075. Those are the maximum possible penalties. At a minimum, you face a fine of $375, at least a 1-year license suspension, and at least either 3 days in jail or a requirement that you successfully complete a 3-day drive intervention program. That's
Thank you to Amy Rich for the 10 bone. That's 2 times on the 5.
And what is your address?
4907
Mhm.
Outlaw Road.
And while we're at it, Dave, thank you for the $5. It's Catchphrase Friday and $5 Friday. And congratulations to Vincent. Who's getting
Good
into the
job,
car.
Ben.
All right.
Yeah, we didn't even get to guess on what this guy did.
He was hiding behind the chair. I couldn't get a good look at him.
Yeah, I needed to look into his eyes.
Right.
Full-time, basically caretaker of my grandfather.
Gotcha.
I'm
Is his
POA.
name Joseph?
I'm sorry, Gold. What?
Okay. So your dad bailed you out and you take care of your granddad.
Yes, sir.
iPod.
Did you go to Northridge?
Yes, I did, sir.
Graduate, I take it.
I dropped out because all the COVID stuff, and I ended up moving down to Georgia. with
What?
my grandfather to take care of him. And I got my diploma.
Is that our thing?
And now I'm
If you're taking care of your
on the road
grandfather, I
to
guess.
get my real estate license.
Good for you.
Real estate.
All right. First, you got a matter to take care of in this.
About
So here's
FedEx.
what we're going to do. I'm going to modify your bond to what's called a recognizance bond, which means your dad's going to get most of his money back minus whatever fees are charged for processing the bond. You're going to sign paperwork promising to show up for future court dates. And if you don't, we issue a warrant for your arrest. Now, this case will be randomly assigned to a judge and set for a trial. You're going to get notice of when that is by mail. So make sure the address on the bond that you signed today is current, complete, and correct, including any PO boxes, apartment numbers,
Tough.
what have you. If you're going to hire your own attorney, that's fine. You have the right to do that. You're eligible to ask the court.
Come back at 4:05, by the way, for Florida Friday.
If you want to get a lawyer in either of those ways, make sure you do it well before the next time you're supposed to be in court. Any other questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. You may go with the bailiff.
Thanks.
Have a good day. Megan Harlan.
Come on, Megan, for the win.
Ms. Harlan, come on up.
I'm still
You
sticking
understand
with
your rights in court today?
the dog thing.
May I have your rights form, please?
She looks like an off-leasher.
One part, depending on how everything goes with you.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that if we need to. So you do understand your rights in court. You said you don't have a copy of the complaint because guess what? I've got it right here, but I'm not going to give it to you because if I do, you're going to read that while I'm talking and not hear me. So I'll just read it for you. The Licking County Sheriff alleges that on or about the 22nd day of June of this year within Licking Township and in Licking County, Ohio, that you did without privilege to do so, knowingly entered or remained on the land or premises of another. It's commonly known as criminal trespass. It's a misdemeanor of the 4th degree, and it carries up to 30 days in jail and up to a $250 fine.
See
However,
that
it's
coming.
mandatory. statutory minimum penalties.
Nope.
Understand? And how do you want to plead to that?
I want to plead, actually, no contest.
Okay. Well, a no contest plea doesn't admit guilt, but it does admit the truth of the facts alleged against you. So if I read this and it has all the facts necessary for a conviction on this, I will find you guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you don't have to plead no contest. You're presumed to be innocent. You have a right to hold the state to its burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, and you have a right to a trial with a judge or a jury. Understand? You also have the right to be represented.
New members only merch.
Or by applying for court-appointed counsel. And if you qualified, we go ahead and give you one for free. Was it your intention to waive that right today?
Sexy.
Originally, I wanted to plead not guilty, but the circumstances, with the circumstances, honestly, it's really hard to explain. Simply, I had nowhere to go, to be honest, and honestly, it's like every single piece of property everywhere is owned, and when you have nowhere to go and you're
She homeless?
out and about, you have nowhere to lay down. It's like
she's homeless.
I'm homeless again from previous incidents and everything, and I honestly
Hey now.
I was feeling sick that day, and I was
Don't sick.
that day. So I didn't even know. I was trying to get out of the sun because it was scorching. So I was just trying to lay down at that point.
Okay.
So
Go to the
I
library.
do apologize. I did not mean to trespass. So it was an
Boy.
honest, mistake, but
Most well-dressed homeless I've ever seen.
No
and
kidding.
The EMT and sheriff
Hair's clean.
and everything. So I apologize on that.
That's fine. I just have a few more questions to ask you, and then we can
This is
wrap up
hell.
today, okay? So was it your intention to give up the right to a lawyer today?
And yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have a right to a trial with a judge or a jury. You have a right to confront your accusers, subpoena your own witnesses, a right not to testify, and it wouldn't be counted against you if you didn't. If you plead no contest, the state doesn't have to prove anything. You give up those rights. I'll decide what the appropriate sentence should be, and we'll be finished. Understand?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And have you been threatened in any way or promised anything to get you to do what you're doing today?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of anything right now?
No, sir.
And are you a citizen of the United States of America?
100%. And heaven.
All right. Okay. Well, you've already
proud
given
homeless American.
circumstances.
That's
and
right.
They certainly are unfortunate.
God bless
Is there anything else
America.
that you'd like to add before I decide what to do here?
That was the beginning of the new future that God has given me, and I have definitely learned not to do that again.
Are you back on your feet?
I'm getting there slowly and surely, and honestly, it's been. But I do want to say that
It's true.
I'm very sorry for doing that, and I sure didn't wish to impose any. I didn't wish to trespass on their property, and honestly, like, I do want to apologize about that. So,
Okay.
and I have done everything in my power to make sure that I don't do that. And I absolutely don't wish to trespass on anybody's property like that. So, so I do just want to put in my apology for that.
Do you think she's younger than we think she is?
Okay. So
I can't.
they didn't even
I just I
arrest you.
can't tell.
No, he let me.
That's nice of them.
Yeah,
I do know she has a car like that one lady that got pulled over that time. Remember? The,
Yes.
It's
yeah,
been
you know what I'm
a
talking about.
rough year for me this year, but things are getting better. I want to get everything resolved with you because I'm actually trying to get out of state. I actually have a job.
I bet you would.
Wood bugger.
And
Long time no see, Wood Bugger.
I just have a huge future ahead of me, and I got that. The gentleman
She does have teeth.
kind when he gave me.
Do you drive there and drive around? She's out on the street walking
You
somewhere.
showed up today, so that's great.
Thank you.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to impose a fine of $50 and I'll already pay the court costs.
Give you a free
I'm not gonna
tent if
put
you
you on
come with
probation. I'm
me.
not going to impose any jail term. So, do you have any questions?
He said, I don't know about helping her back on her feet, but I'll help her on her back.
She's
And-
29 to 50, Courtney.
Somewhere in there. She's got a big future ahead of her. Young girl like her,
When the deadline is. when you get
world is her oyster.
it. All right. Very
Oh, that is it for old licking. And we're gonna stick around for a little bit. What do you want to do? It is Friday.
That's up to you. We got a long day. We got
do.
members only later on today. And I was going to talk to you. I'll talk to you in front of everybody. Do you want to do We Got a Mystery members only?
I'm fine with that if you want to. Yeah.
A lot of people have been asking when it was coming back. When are we going to do it? Maybe we'll just do it for members only.
We need somebody that lives near Licking to go find this girl for tea. I kind of like on the new Live PD where they find missing people, get the help that they need.
So sad when they show those missing people.
No, it is. It is. Like God, Dave Tripp's family. Did you ever see? I didn't see if anything's come of that. Did you see that?
No, what happened?
I'll tell you about it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, what's up? The LinkedIn I saw as an option the other day, so I love that.
Yeah, we're up and running over there. Maybe this will turn into something, Creed. Maybe somebody will see it that needs to and be like, "Hey, I'd love to steal this idea."
Hector, we got a mystery. It's about vampires and touching of kids. No. It's about a lot of oddball stuff. Think
you ever seen Unsolved Mysteries? Have you ever seen them?
Yes, any of that stuff.
It's we're gonna examine different cases of, could be anything from aliens to serial killers to vampires, everything in between. We'll watch several different stories and stuff, and we'll discuss, talk about, and probably have a good time laughing at some of the photos they use.
Vivian, we wonder that as well, but it is an absolutely beautiful courtroom that they have.
It is. It's a great place.
Amazing content. Florida Friday for We Got a Chase coming up next. I actually do have some God bless eBay stuff to do, so that's actually pretty good. No vampires. It's a vampire free day.
Absolutely.
No hooping, hopefully, and no fatalities on this Fatality Friday.
Maybe not.
Maybe
No
not.
promises.
Lisa Snoopy coming in hot with a fiber. We do another Poor Sports together, a little Poor Sports segment. Maybe we should do that, Mikey. Why don't we do a Poor Sports segment and a bunch of mystery for it's up to you.
We'll see what happens. Anything's possible. That's why it's members only. You have to make sure you're a member to find out what we decided.
Gotta hide it on members only, because you never know what you're gonna get. That was a bad day.
I'll make sure I'll watch it a lot more closely before we put it on. I don't want to watch it all. I don't like knowing what's going to happen.
Bob, thank you. Great to be back. All right. See you guys at 4:05 for Florida Friday. We got a chase.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, guys. If you haven't liked this video already, thank you, because you probably should have left a long time ago. But go ahead and do it now. Now's the time. Over 125 of you I saw at one time coming in on all platforms. We really appreciate that. As Creed said, we'll see you at 4 or 5. And until then, bang, bang.
Pizza? 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 Pizza?